ET phone home. We are on the letter H for home. What's my house got to do with it? It's not. It's much more internal than that. I want to try and help you be the man you could be. I want to try and help you find home. I want to try and help you find a place inside yourself where you feel solid and resourced and safe. A base in here that I can return to when things get crazy on this personal development journey. Parts of you are going to have to die. You're going to have to dig deep to find parts of yourself again. Relationships with people will change. None of this is going to be easy. Clear idea of where we're going, clear idea of where we're coming from, clear idea of home that I carry with me wherever I go. Ram Dass has a quote which I think sums it up properly. We're all just walking each other home. And that's the home that I want us to look at on this part of a man's personal development journey, is the sense of home we carry with us, right? And that's not always tied to a geographic location. Hopefully it is, and sometimes it becomes so. But more often than not, it isn't. It's a sense of self. It's a sense of a place inside me that I can generate so that I can return to under times of stress. I'll give you an example of that. So my mum died several years ago, a few years ago now. And in that process, we gave up the family home that I grew up in. Right. And so that was my internal sense of home. I mean, I had to close the door. I was the last person out. I closed the door and I put the keys, I had to take the keys to the local council, give them it, done. Closed the door and I looked at it, and that was the end of the place that I had called home. And that had been building for a while, actually, because I grew up in a part of London, that's been gentrified beyond recognition. Like, it just isn't there anymore. I walk back and the Dalston that I grew up with now looks like Lower Manhattan. So I don't really have a sense of that psychological place that I think of as home is not there anymore. Home is a place that I carry around with me. This is about as woo-woo as I'm going to get, right? But I think that part of this journey, the men's personal development journey, which I say is a movement from the man you are through the man you had to become to the man you could have always been, is a journey home. It's a journey to the man I could have always been. And I have this sense of home in that way quite often. And then I get a sense that I get lost. So when I look at my life, and I've talked to lots of men about this, and they conclude that they share a similar experience, I often feel like I'm going off in these adventures. I'll look at a period of my life and go, what was that about? Like, you went off, you've done all this mad stuff, you kind of lost who you were, and then you came back home. Then I come back home. It's the hero's journey. We think we kind of do it once in our life, but we don't. We repeat it over and over again. We're constantly leaving the village of self. We're constantly leaving home, what we know now, and having to venture out to learn and find something new so that we can return home. So we're always leaving. It's like, I think our lives are like a stand on the shore. And sometimes we go out to sea and sometimes we come back to home. And then we recuperate, we go out to sea and we come back and we return home, right? So this idea of home is really, really important. I want you to kind of think about it in terms of what you're trying to cultivate for yourself. Home, yes, it can be related to where you live. We want to get that feeling as homely as possible so we feel comfortable, so we feel safe, so we feel resourced when we're there and secure, and it has people there that we love. But we need to grow that inside us too, so that at any moment, I find this on my leadership journey particularly, like if I'm running something for the Mankind Project or something like that, sometimes it gets crazy, right? And I need to return home. I need to return to that place in me that feels solid, where I am safe, where I have everything I need, where I'm resourced and can resource myself. And then I can come back out. And that's the same as you take that a little further out from the instant into like journeys. You know, there's times where I need to go out into the world. I need to risk an adventure. And so I need to stock up on home first. And I need to know it's there when I come back. And I think, you know, Ramdas is talking about the final version of that, where this life that we're living is about returning home. And, you know, he is a very conscious man, so he sees that as the returning back to the universal consciousness. To me, I see it as I'm just trying to return home to the man I could have always been before life got in the way. And I'm being on that journey. I like to think we are all walking each other home. You know, if I'm in a group with you or I come across you in your life, I want to try and help you be the man you could have been. I want to try and help you find home. I want to try and help you find a place inside yourself where you feel solid and resourced and safe, right? We all need that. Otherwise, how can we go out? So what I'm really talking about is we're talking about a base in here, that I can return to when things get crazy on this personal development journey, because they will. It is going to get crazy, and parts of you are going to have to die. You're going to have to give parts of yourself up. You're going to have to dig deep to find parts of yourself again. Relationships with people will change. None of this is going to be easy. So we need to cultivate a sense of home so that we can move on this journey in a solid way as possible. Clear idea of where we're going, clear idea of where we're coming from, clear idea of home that I carry with me wherever I go. I'll be making videos on this. This ain't the place for that. This is just little tidbits. Letter H on your journey from A to Z of men's personal development. I'll speak to you soon. Keep connected. Keep doing the work. See you later.